Hey, what is up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you my favourite fun cars in the game, in no particular order. Thank you for clicking on this video and let's get straight into it. Okay, so first up is the Hakuchu, $80,000, and this is why it's on this list. Now you can do this really cool thing where you scrape across the floor, and you can do it as long as possible, just depending on how much skill you have and how much practice you have. So how do you do this? I'm pretty sure you guys have done it before, where you wheelie and then you crash into something, but you won't fall off your bike, and your bike, you will fly in midair. Well, that's what you're basically trying to do, but at a lower speed and not much flying in the air. So once you do a wheelie, you want to hit a little thing like this in the airport. You can do it anywhere on the map, and you want to push your left analog back, so you want to wheelie even more, but you want to land on your rear quarter. So you want to land on the back like I am here, but like on the side back, if that makes any sense. Just how I'm landing on this video. You can land even more to the left. I was being really cautious with this, and then you just have to control it from there. So you just need to control the wheelie while you're sliding across the floor. Just control your analog, like the same as how you would be controlling it if you're wheeling in midair. And yeah, really cool to show your friends sliding across the floor. It's quite fun. Try it out. Now the Apocalypse Sasquatch. In my opinion, this has to be number one in being the most fun. Like, you can have endless fun with your friends, troll your friends, online people. You can do it alone. There's a lot of ways to have fun with this car. Now the first thing you have to do is buy the rat truck to get this, and then pick the Apocalypse version, which costs 1.5 million, and that's not including the boost and the ramp that you need for this. So the options you want to purchase is the ramp at the front of the vehicle, and then the shunt boost. Once you have those, as you see in this video, you can just make anyone fly away, pedestrians fly away, and honestly you can have endless fun with this. Now you can make this very expensive. If you add everything, the jump and everything, you can spend near like 4 million with this, but all you need is a shunt boost and the ramp. So when you're hitting people, just make sure you shunt boost when your front wheels are aligned with the car that you're going to shunt boost. And that's really it. Just be careful when you do it to personal vehicles and stuff, because you can blow them up and then you'll end up paying for them. But I think if you can afford this car, you could probably afford to pay for them. Now the next fun car on this list, or multiple cars, it's the Yellowtude Retro, and a lot of you actually might have seen this on my channel before, and it's the drift glitch. So all you do is pop the front two tires. Obviously you need to have non-bulletproof tires. Most of you probably already have a high-powered non-bulletproof tired all-wheel drive vehicle, if that makes any sense. But yeah, this is the drift glitch. So all you do is, after you pop the tires, is do a burnout, let go of brake, and then go back on brake. And now you've got basically a drift car, and also a speed glitch car. So this will beat any car in a drag race, any car that's not rocket powered or anything. I think it can even beat rocket powered cars. But yeah, holding brake, as you see, you can just drift with it, and you can just do the speed glitch as well. This is probably one of my favorite ones as well. It's just I've been doing it for like a couple years now, so I know this very well. Now the Chernobog 3.3 million, it's quite a lot of money, but you can actually have a lot of fun with this. And not because of the reason, it's made for, to shoot down aeroplanes. You can have fun like that anyway. First of all, let's just look at this, how fast it accelerates. It accelerates so fast, it's like a sledgehammer, and nothing can really push this. Not even a tank can push this. So why have I put it on this list? So I made videos before on like how to remove wheels, and I never knew this existed. Now this is the easiest vehicle to remove wheels from your vehicle. So we always just use a tank. There's a high chance of a vehicle blowing up if you use a tank, but with this you can just use the front of the Chernobog and slowly drive over the wheel. So just slowly go over the wheel. Now the only bad thing about this is this classes as a personal vehicle, so you can't have your own personal vehicle out at the same time. What I'd advise is, if your friend has one, use his. So just drive over the wheel. And I might have just gone a bit too much over. The thing is, with pedestrian vehicles, they're prone to blowing up. I'm just alone in this lobby, so I couldn't call a friend's car. So all you're doing is drive over the wheel and just stop. Drive over it. Just really gently, you don't want it blowing up again. There we go. And that's how you take off a wheel. And the cool thing about this is actually if you go into LS Customs and don't repair the vehicle and then you leave, everyone else on their screen, it will be repaired without a wheel. So it will just be like a normal looking car without a wheel. They won't see this damage that you see, which is really cool. And then you can have a lot of fun like this. Really don't underestimate the Chernobog. There's a lot of launch glitches with it as well, where you can just launch it in the sky, and it's a really fun vehicle. I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with the Scramjet, and the Scramjet, another one that's really expensive. I know this vehicle does get a lot of discounts, so it's probably worth waiting for there to be a discount on the vehicle. So the Scramjet, we already know you can jump and boost and, you know, fly across the map. That's fun already. But out there's actually a lot of people that are tryhards, and it's another skill to learn in GTA. So most people do this in first person. They jump, boost, and then they look down, find the target and shoot them. And there's nothing really the target can do because of all the buildings in the way. And how fast you swipe across their screen, you can't even lock onto them on time. So if you practice this technique, I didn't have that much time to practice it. But if you practice this technique, you can become really good at it, and it's a really good way of killing people on ground. Of course, when the pressers come after you, you're once again doomed. But this has lock-on rockets that are very accurate as well, so you don't have 0% chance against pressers. Next up is the Apocalypse Impaler. Now I could have used any Apocalypse car here, but the reason I used the Impaler is because it looks the most normal, like it looks like an ordinary car. The only way you can tell it's different is from the bars at the front. I actually had weapons on it which I could have took off. But anyway, the reason I say any Apocalypse vehicle is because for this scene I'm doing it for the mine that you can drop. So the mine you want to equip for this is the kinetic mine. And the reason is if you put loads of them on top of each other, so there's 5 that you can actually put down at one time, and if you put them all in the same spot, it actually makes the kinetic impact 5 times more stronger. So stuff like this happens where you can make people fly away, and you can do this to anyone, you can do it to AI, and it's a lot stronger than you think. And also the Impaler does long wheelies, so that's why you can choose this over any other Apocalypse car. Okay, so this one can be many vehicles. You might already have an arena war vehicle, so this can work on any arena war vehicle. Just get the slick mine, and I think by what you see in the video, you can clearly tell what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is putting a slick mine on either entrance of LSC, and people always rush in here. And then you put an actual explosive mine from your inventory in the middle of those 2 mines, and then people end up sliding and going straight into it. Now this is a bit griefing a bit, so if you guys are into that, then this is definitely really fun to do, but if you're not, then I would skip this one. When it comes to having fun in GTA, it can be really expensive, as you can see by the price of this RM10 Bombushka. Sometimes it's worth it. If you've got a lot of friends and a lot of friends play with you, then this is really ideal. It's worth the money. So when you purchase this, make sure you put no upgrades on it, otherwise this will not work. And all you do is open up the back of the cargo plane with the interaction menu. You can just open it in vehicles interaction and then open ramp, and you can put anything in there, anything you want. You know, you can start experimenting on what you put in there, and it is really fun because you can actually get a car in there and fly to the other side of the, you know, like a cargo bob. You can move a car from one side of the map to the other without even damaging the car, as long as you lift off smoothly and you land really smoothly as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please let me know so I can make a part 2. I have many other vehicles to show in this list, so if you are interested, please let me know.